but then you mentioned that the U.S. military presence in Taiwan is very important, and how fast U.S. presence can be there. That seems to me awfully important in a practical sense. Right now, Ma Jokma is trying to sell Taiwan to China. And then he has done a lot of under the table contract, under the table action, everything possible he is doing. And then Communist China, they are very good in under the table and insurgent work. And that keep going seems to be in a very, very fast pace. So in order to counter with this kind of insurgent work, I wonder whether U.S. military government can be established in Taiwan as soon as possible. That's my feeling. It's a game of playing against the time. And if not, then if Joe Ma start playing trick, and then in the coming up election, he may pull all kind of trick to regain the presidential position. And if that happens, then on the surface, everybody will start asserting that I was elected by popular vote, and Taiwanese people want me to be a president and want me to associate with Communist China. And so there is a timing factor over there. So I was wondering if the U.S. can establish a government presence in Taiwan as soon as possible. What is the chance there?
Well, I think, you know, many people who are listening to what we're talking to, they also feel the same way, you know, but the, as far as what Dr. Lin hears, I mean, they're waiting for what they feel is the appropriate time. So back in August of last year with the flooding down south, might have been a good time, but see, we weren't ready back then. We had not had any cocktail party or all these other arrangements, you know. Now we've done all these things, and we're making our presence felt by having an office in Washington, D.C. and all these things. So I mean, I would think if the situation now, if there's some kind of natural disaster in Taiwan, then if the U.S. were called in to help, then I would, you know, our idea would just be, well, don't leave, you know. Just don't leave, just hang up your sign, you know. United States Military Government, Taiwan office. And, you know, if anybody wants to say anything, say, read the peace treaty. You know, there it is, written in black and white. We have jurisdiction over Taiwan. Okay, so they're waiting for some kind of time period when they think something is suitable. So we don't really know what the time frame for that is, but I would assume Dr. Lin, he doesn't think it's going to be too long. He's thinking maybe 3 months, 6 months, something like that. Something will happen. Also, notice now they're doing all these naval exercises in, you know, they're going into Huanghai. They're also doing another one. They're going to do another one near Diaoyutai. And then Japan is going to make the announcement, you know, that Diaoyutai belongs to Japan 100%. Everyone else stay away, you know. This is coming one way or the other because they have the court case, right, with the Chinese vessel that was over there. That's already in the Sifa Bumen. So I'm sure when this pantry comes out, they're going to say that Diaoyutai is 100% by日本领土, and everyone else has no claim whatsoever. So that'll make the Chinese mad, I suppose. And then they're going to say, well, if you're mad, then do something. And the United States is also saying, okay, do something. They're waiting for them to do something, and then they're going to have a reaction. So all these things are kind of, in English we say kind of coming to a head, I think. So this is what's happening in this period of time. Everybody would like things to happen quickly, but you know, you just have to take it step by step. You want to add something from what you've seen, John?
Yeah, I think Dr. Sun, his question, his concern is that, you know, for the time that the Marno really in charge of Taiwan. So even though he's just the agency of the U.S. military government, and that he's kind of worried that the how we can avoid this. But I think according to our study, we know that actually United States never give up. They never give up the Taiwan. We went to the appeal court. The Judge Brown said, you know, is there any change of the San Francisco Peace Treaty? And the answer is no. There's no any change, which means that the United States still the principal occupying power, and you know, whoever on behalf of the principal occupying power has no right to sell, as what you said, transfer Taiwan to PLC. Is no way they can do it. You know, in the other way, actually, United States can terminate the authority, the agency of ROC anytime. Remember while Chen Abin was the president, and there's a rumor in Taipei say, United States can, you know, suspend your agency in 5 minutes. And we probably all heard about it. And is that true? I think it's possible. Yeah, as long as, you know, AIT or anyone issue the passport to Dr. Lin's application. There's 228 people. They applied the passport. As long as they effect, they say, I approve it today. And that means the end of the agency of the Republic of China. So of course we worry about it, but the bottom line to me actually it's a point, when can we officially terminate the representative of ROC in Taiwan to the